probably the way that it is. I'm currently just walking down the road right now because hey everybody, welcome. I'm on a car camping adventure. There's a specific purpose. I'm gonna get all up into that, but there is something majestic going on right behind me and we could miss it if we don't capture it right now. So let's just have a look at this. Wow, what is going on? That is quite a sight. If I didn't know any better, I would think heaven was ascending down or there's some sort of like storm. It looks like it could turn into a cyclone over there, but all in all, it's just a really beautiful sight over here as well. And then over there in the distance, there's some cows. I'm in this area specifically because there's a really cool hike close by, and it is a really popular hike. It's known for its waterfalls, seasonal waterfalls, and also wildflowers. Unfortunately, it might not be ideal. I'll get into that in a little bit, but I just want to breathe for a second because it's so beautiful. There's some cows over there. I almost feel like doing something naughty. Don't worry, everybody. It's only a tiny bit naughty. I'm really not hurting anything. I just want to get slightly closer to these cows. There's one totally looking at me. And I even saw back there, someone opened the fence, like lifted it up so they can crawl under. So there's much more naughtier things that people do, but it's so cool here right now. The heavens are descending. Our friends over there. What's up, bro? What do you think about this? What do you think about those clouds over there? That's so cool. He was totally like looking at me, just like, what is that person doing? But then I came over here and he sensed it was all good. I asked him a question. He was like, whatever, turned his head. Let's just walk like a tiny bit over this way just because we're in such an expansive surrounding right now. And it doesn't get more special than this time of day with this many clouds because it could make for pretty amazing sunset tonight. I feel spoiled with the sunsets, seriously. They've been really amazing recently. Yeah, it's really nice. All right, so let me show you my spot. Oh my goodness. This is so gorgeous. Sitting in front of my door is actually a little bit better because I have those big bars in front of my view, but if I'm over here a little bit, just those little wires. And then, oh my gosh, did you guys just see what I just saw? I'm pretty sure I saw a flash of lightning, so maybe that's why these clouds are so insane and look like a cyclone over there, because there's going to be like a serious storm, which that would be really surprising actually, because it is supposed to storm, but it's not supposed to start today. I wouldn't mind though. Bring it on. Bring on the storm. Just go away by the morning when I want to go on this hike. So there's this really cool hike I've been wanting to go on. It's so popular. There's always so many people. So what I'm going to try to do is be the first person there in the morning and hopefully get some time on the trail by myself. That's what I'm rooting for. Some unknown variables about this hike is that it has seasonal waterfalls, so they're not always flowing, and I don't know what they're going to be like right now. It's better to go on this hike in March, more likely to see more water in the waterfalls. This is what I've read. Who knows what Mother Nature does, if it varies year by year. I'm not an expert, but this is what I've read, and it's probably the way that it is. I just saw some serious lightning. Oh my gosh. Maybe we should... Let's talk this way so that if it happens again, hopefully you'll see it too. What was I saying? I think it might storm tonight. This is very surprising. I was not expecting a storm tonight. We might not be able to go on our hike at all, depending what happens. We'll just have to play it by ear, but there is... I totally lost where I was in my explanation of what's going on, but hopefully I'm going to get some time on the trail to myself, and hopefully we're going to see the waterfalls. I'm reading, okay, we're back, that it's better to go in March because more likely to see more water in the waterfalls, as well as more likely there to be more wildflowers. So hopefully we're going to go there first thing in the morning, be the first person there, and hopefully get time on the trail all to ourselves, to myself, with you as well. And I just love having beautiful nature spots all to myself. So we're going to try to make that happen, and hopefully we'll see some beautiful wildflowers, and hopefully we'll see some waterfall in the falls. Either way, it should be a really cool hike. I wish you saw the lightning though. I haven't heard any thunder, but it was a very pronounced lightning. Like the first one that I saw was this little lightning, and then this last one was like different. It was like two different ones, and it went in one, and it was very much like a lightning there. Wow, do you guys see over there? Is that rain? Is that what that is? Rain in the distance? That's probably what that is. It's raining over there. It could move in over here. Wow, it's supposed to rain a little bit tomorrow, and then it's supposed to rain a lot more the next day and the next day. So I definitely wasn't expecting any today, but I welcome whatever happens. Look at that in the distance. Is that rain? That must be rain over there. I'm no expert, but that's what it's looking like at this point, especially with seeing the lightning. So you might be wondering what I was getting and putting down here. This is my little toaster oven. I'm gonna toast something in here. We're gonna be making something pretty simple but pretty tasty in a little bit, and I'm gonna use this thing. So I've got it all ready for when I'm ready. We're gonna be making some avocado toast or an avocado sandwich. Yum! So there's this dairy farm in a place called Point Reyes. If you're not familiar, it's Strauss, and they've been there for so long. They're a really amazing dairy. They're having to move because of logistics, the land. They don't want them there anymore. I guess for environmental reasons. I didn't really look into all the reasons, but I was feeling sad for the cows. I'm like, well, where's their new environment gonna be? Where are they gonna go? Like grazing out on the open land in Point Reyes where it's like not too hot. They probably have shade, lots of grass. I hope they get to go somewhere nice. Hi. Oh my gosh, I think they might be coming over here. Hello. Hi. Are you coming over here? You guys. Oh my gosh, he's coming closer. I wish I had like an apple or something. Hi. You think I have food? I don't. I'm sorry. I wish I did. This little one is so curious about me. It keeps, I'm not sure if it's a girl or a guy, but the little one keeps moving closer slowly. Come here. You can come here. Oh man, lightning. I'm just sitting in my chair now and whoa, something just happened over there. There was someone that passed by on like a moped or something. I hope they didn't crash over there. Something weird just happened. But I have such a cool little view because I'm just sitting here, as you can see, and I have this one cow that's just staring at me. Oh, it just moved, but literally it's just been standing there like looking at me. And then I have lightning happening randomly back there. And then I have like these storm rain clouds going on. It's quite the sight. And now I'm starting to hear some thunder, so it might be a stormy night. That's crazy. I'm currently just walking down the road right now because I might hear someone in distress. I'm just leaving my car there at the moment, and I'm just walking down to check on these noises I'm hearing. Like it sounds like someone crying and kind of in trouble, but I can't be certain, so let's go see. I hear a car coming. I hear a car coming and I see another car coming, so let's go see what's going on with this person. I see someone. It looks like they did not stop for this person, and it looks like this is the person, and they are crying. But they're not flagging anyone down, so that's interesting. Okay. All right, let's see. Hi.
Hi.
Are you okay?
Which way's to town?
I came from that way.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need help?
No.
Did you fall?
No.
Are you hurt?
No.
Because I was over there in my car and then I saw something happen and I was like, did someone crash over there maybe? And then I heard you.
Town is that way, right?
That's the way I came from. I don't know if that's where town is.
Okay. Fuck, I'm so confused right now. Okay.
Do you have a phone? Maybe we can look at my maps. Why don't we do that? Wow, you guys, that was crazy. It's nighttime now, and there's actually a severe thunderstorm warning in this area, so makes sense with what we've been seeing going on right now. But I'm gonna get my avocado toast together and let you guys know what just happened with this lady. So, like I said, I was actually filming and I was like, did someone crash? And then I heard someone like needing help. So I walked over there and I saw her like getting up, and then there was some cars passing by. I wasn't sure if someone was coming to help her or if she was gonna flag somebody down, but she didn't. And then I went up to her and I was like, are you okay? Like, what happened? And she was like, there's the car. I was like, are you okay? Like, what happened? And she was like, which way to town? And I was like, well, I came from that way. And I let her know the landmark of that way of where I came from. And she was like, I don't know, which way to town? And I was like, well, let's plug it into my phone and see. So I plugged it into my phone. I was like, you need to go that way. And she was like, really? She was like, wow, I don't know, I'm so turned around. And I was like, well, you came from that way, so you were going that way. And she was like, I was. And she was like, I don't even know what happened. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you fell. I saw someone fall. I thought someone fell. And then I heard you moaning and I came down here to see if you were okay. And she was completely in shock. And I was like, look, let's go over to the other side of the street and let's just sit down for a minute. And she was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, how's your body? Are you okay? How does your legs feel? How does your head feel? Like, check in. I was like, you know, I think you're in shock. So it's possible that you are injured, but you just can't tell right now because you're in shock. And then she asked me probably like over 10 times, which way to town? And I was like, well, I looked on my phone and the place you said that you wanted me to plug into my phone is that way, as well as the name of the town that you said is also that way. And she's like, really? And then she asked me again, and I was like, look, I'm not sure if you're okay because you've asked me. By the way, this is just, smells nice, some sourdough bread. So we're gonna toast some sourdough bread. Let's get that on the go. These pieces are so big. Maybe I'll just do one. Get that on the go. And I was like, yeah, I was just like, I think you're in shock. And I was like, is there someone I can call for you? Because her phone got busted. She's like, my phone doesn't work. She was like, I don't know anyone's number. She was like, I can't be late where I'm going. And I was like, man, I'm sorry you don't know anyone's number. And she's like, which way to town? And I was like, look, I'm concerned with you. I'm concerned about you that you're in shock. I'm concerned that you're injured and you're confused because you've asked me over 10 times which way to town. And I was like, do you want me to give you a ride? She's like, I can't leave my bike. I was like, well, that's the one thing. You're gonna have to leave your bike, but I can give you a ride somewhere and then you can come back with that person and pick up your bike. Because it was this big, massive electric bike. There's no way I could give her a ride with her bike. So she didn't want to do that. And I was like, look, I'm really concerned about you. She's a woman, you know. I was like, you can make your own decisions. If you're gonna try and ride back, I would encourage you to go. If you feel okay, I would encourage you to go soon because there is a warning for this thunderstorm. And she's already having issues. I don't want to get her caught in the thunderstorm. She's like, all right, which way to town? And I was like, it's that way. And then she was like, can you give me a ride? I was like, yes, I can definitely give you a ride. I want to give you a ride. I'm concerned about you riding back. You're confused. And she just kept saying, I don't know what happened. I don't even know what happened. So multiple times I was like, look, I'm pretty sure you crashed. Most likely you hit some gravel and you crashed your bike and it just happened so suddenly, it just totally shocked you. She was definitely in shock. And I was like, all right, if you're gonna drive, let me make sure that you at least get around this turn okay. And I was like, if you feel for any reason that you can't make it, just come back. I'm parked right up there and I'll help you out. So it's been a little bit. She hasn't come back. I hope that she made it okay. But yeah, she was like, thank you so much, I really appreciate you, because she was really just like bewildered and confused and didn't know what happened. And I was like, look, I heard you screaming. I thought someone might have crashed, and then I heard like noises of distress, so I wanted to come and see if something was going on over here, if someone was hurt, and it was you. So you definitely crashed and you're confused and in shock. But she seemed okay. She didn't have any obvious, bones sticking out or anything. It's possible that she got injured. I was like, I think you might have hit your head because you seem really confused. Like, you've asked me so many times which way to town. And she couldn't tell. She was completely turned around. I was like, you were going that way. She's like, I was? She was like, I don't even know what happened. And she said that multiple times. So anyways, I'm just glad I was like randomly here to be able to help her out, because no other cars were pulling over and she wasn't flagging anyone down for help, and her phone wasn't working, and she was just like completely confused, like almost like she stepped into a brand new reality. Like, she was just really turned around and really confused. So I was like, look, let's sit down for a while. Let's breathe for a minute. Let's feel your body, check in with yourself. Is anything really injured? Are you okay? And stuff like that. And then she got back on her bike. I kind of helped her tweak it a little bit. And I was like, you're okay. If you're going to do this, okay. I was like, I don't think it's the best decision. I think you should leave your bike, get a ride with me, come back and get it. But she didn't want to leave her bike. So luckily it's not a torrential downpour. And I also wanted her to leave before it got pitch black. She's likely still on the road, but there's still slight lightness. It's almost completely dark right now, but there's still like a little bit of lightness. So I'm glad that she left when she did before it was like pitch dark. I hope she's okay. Yeah. She was like, man, I don't remember anyone's phone number. I was like, I know, the modern times, you don't. She was like, I'm in a SLS or SLC. I can't be late. And I was like, sober living? I think she's in a sober living. I didn't say that, but that's what I thought in my head. Sober living center? Sober living? Can't be late, curfew, most likely sober living. But I mean, they're gonna understand. That's a crazy experience. And her pants were a little bit ripped, and she got her knee was definitely messed up, but she seemed okay. I was looking at her. Nothing seemed overtly mangled. So I think she was just in complete shock, and potentially she is injured, but I won't know. And hopefully she's okay to get to where she needs to go. Yep. But yeah, thank God I was here. I mean, my gosh. She would have just been a confused mess with no one to talk to. Seriously, she needed someone to ground her back. You're okay. This is what happened. You're confused. You're in shock. You were coming this way. You need to go that way. Just like sit, check in with yourself. She really needed that. And she definitely did hit her head. I was like, look, I think you're in shock. I think you hit your head. Like, you said this many times. Her lip was messed up. So yeah, you never know what could happen. So ideally for me, I would have given her a ride, but she didn't want to do that. So oh wow, done. Put my avocado in here so that it wouldn't get smushed or bruised. I hope it's a good one. There's nothing like opening up to the perfect avocado. Am I right? Isn't that just the best? Be the perfect avocado. Oh my gosh, you guys. I think it is. It's the freaking perfect avocado. Yes. It's so wonderful. So I know there's lots of different ways to make avocado toast. Super fancy, but simple avocado toast with just some salt and pepper is pretty good. It's very dark here now, though. Currently just getting stuff situated in my car. So here's my pillow, I've got my bed out. This is my first time using this big giant lantern. And this was actually, someone gave this to my parents and then they gave it to me. This is on its brightest setting, second brightest, lowest setting. This is a pretty cool setting. I wish that it had a red light solid setting where it could just be a red light lantern, but the only red light setting is a blinking one. So probably use it on, darn, 1, 2. On the lowest setting is good enough, but it's a big honker and it has a way to charge by the sun. You can't really see it here. It's got like a solar panel on it and it's pretty tall, as you can tell. It's the biggest lantern I own. And then also you can carry it like that. So it's a pretty cool, it's actually made by Duracell. So hopefully it has a really good battery life. That's what I know Duracell as a battery. It almost kind of looks like you can see how the designer of the battery designed this maybe. But it's pretty cool for car camping. You definitely wouldn't want to bring this if you have to walk a ways with all your gear, but it's a great big lantern for car camping. So I'm thinking that my game plan for this evening is to not put up any of my window covers so that maybe if there's lightning out there, I can see what's going on if I look out the side of my windows. Because I don't want to miss that for sure. So because it's such a secluded area and there's no lights around and there's no people around, there might be an occasional car drive by, but very rare. And as we get into the night, it's almost 9 and like there's barely any cars going by. So it should be a pretty nice, secluded, peaceful night. We'll see what happens. I mean, you never know. That was crazy what happened earlier. So things could happen, but hopefully it'll just be a nice, peaceful, relaxing night. In a little bit, we'll go back out there and take a look at the sky, see if we can see any stars, see what's going on. But for now, I think I'm just going to lay down for a little bit, relax, do a little bit of reading, and then we'll go see what's going on outside. It's really beautiful and peaceful out here right now. I'm seeing stars in the sky. I'm seeing some clouds in the sky. I'm seeing some flickering lights in the distance, but there's no street lights anywhere. Oh, I think I might be seeing a car coming this way. I'm seeing no cows, not with this light. Maybe if I shone another light. I just saw a flicker that looked like it could have been some lightning in the distance. I don't think there's going to be a huge thunderstorm right here where I am, but in the surrounding areas, there's something going on. I am seeing lightning. I heard some thunder earlier, and I did see online a warning for a severe thunderstorm. So I don't know what is going on with the weather, but I have a feeling we're not going to get a ton of rain here tonight. I'm hearing crickets in the distance. They're not right next to me, but I hear them out there somewhere. I'm not sure how much my camera picks up this, but you can kind of see two lines in the frame that are lit up. I'm not sure what that's coming from. I guess just the city lights or something is really lit up over there. And because of the way the cloud coverage is, oh, I just saw something get bright. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of light flashing in the distance, but it's a very different light than earlier. Earlier, it was like you could really see the lightning, just like lines, but now it's just like a brightness. Very different, very interesting. And I am enjoying just laying here and looking out and seeing stars and seeing clouds. I love not having my window shades on when it works out like this. It's so nice just to be here by the window and be able to see the stars, even though like my tinting is super messed up and it's really ripply, so everything I see out there is pretty distorted, but it's still kind of nice. I'm just gonna lay in here, do my thing. I know that my cow homies are over there, the curious little cow, and it's just really nice. So anyways, unless something eventful happens, I probably won't see you until morning. So good night, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Hey guys, it's not morning yet, but I just was laying here and I saw a lightning on the other side actually. So I've been seeing them all on my driver's side, but I just saw a lightning on that side. Very cool. I was just laying here, and then all of a sudden, there it was. Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's 5 something. This is 59 degrees out. What? That's crazy. All right, let's get up. Gotta get going. Gotta get there. Gotta be the first people. Windshield is defrosted and we are on the move. I am quite happy to report that Project Lone Hike Solo First Person has commenced. It has been successful. We are the only car in the car park. I've done this hike one other time and it was during the perfect time. The wildflowers were everywhere, the waterfalls were going, and there were so many people here. I got here and like the parking lot was full. I was like, My gosh. So this is such a different vibe. I'm trying to get to the waterfall for the sunrise, but I might have been a little bit too late for that. We'll see. The terrain here is super rocky. Look at all this. Look at all that rock. Beautiful meadow. So far it is looking like too late for the wildflowers. Too late in the season. I'm not seeing any of them. So during like a super bloom, all these meadows and everything, full of wildflowers. But we got here too late. No, it's not a good sign. Hopefully we're gonna see waterfalls, or else we're just gonna see the sides of the mountain. I've been booking it on the trail to try to get to this spot before sunrise is over, and I think I kind of accomplished that goal. Maybe getting here a little bit, like 10 minutes ago, would have been even better, but it's still pretty great. I am sorry to report though that we are too late in the season for this waterfall. So right over here, right there should be a massive waterfall on the side of the mountain coming down the cliff. It's super cool and it is seasonal, and we missed it. Yeah, it's not there. It should be coming down right there, and as you can see, it's just a dry side of the mountain, and we missed it. So if we want to see it, we'll have to wait till next year. It's still a really beautiful mountain though. And I'm loving that plume of cloud up there. That's really cool. But these rocks are super cool rocks, and they have this lichen growing on them, and they're kind of like mysterious and almost aquatic looking, especially with this like fuzzy moss type stuff. They're really cool. There is another waterfall, and I did hear it on the way here. I didn't stop there because I wanted to try and get here for the sunrise. So I was just going kind of fast, but I did hear it, so I think it might be flowing. So why don't we head back there and try to see if we can get a shot of that before anyone comes, so we can be alone there as well. So I'm gonna head back there and see if I can at least show you guys one waterfall, if not the main attraction. We may have missed most of the flowers, but there's still a few here on the trail. Look at these guys. These are like monsters. It's so cool how it comes down the side of the mountain and it's just trickling down that moss. It's very ethereal feeling, almost like a fairyland or something. Really special. So we may have missed out on the other one, but luckily we did get to see this beauty, and she's awesome. Wow, check out what's on my path up ahead. Hi, look at you guys. You are so cool. Hi, good morning. Good morning, beautiful. Nice to see you on this lovely morning. Hello. Oh, it's okay. I come in peace. I come in peace. These guys are majestic, the black cows. Hi. Hello. All right, Adventure Bunnies, I think that's gonna do it for this one. Some reflections on the camp. Love the spot. I had no idea we were gonna be in a lightning storm, if you can call it that, but it was lightning going on, and it was very surprising, and it was very unexpected, so that was pretty cool. And then this was a pretty special one for me just because it allowed me an opportunity to marvel at the divine timing of things. Like, that woman really needed someone's support right then. She was super confused and just really like shooken up from her fall. And I just happened to be there. Like, there was no one else. There was some cars going by, like you could see, but they weren't stopping for her. She wasn't flagging anyone down, and she really needed some support. And like, there I was, you know. I could have easily not been there. There were certain variables. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do that camp or a different one. And I ended up there, and like, wow. So that was a marvel. The spot was amazing. It was so peaceful. I had a really good night. I didn't sleep amazing, but like, I feel rested, and I really enjoyed our little car camp last night. I really enjoyed the lightning that was unexpected. That was just like the cherry on the top. And then also today, you know, such a wonderful life lesson of like, things don't last, and you have to enjoy them as they arise and not think that they'll be there forever. You know, this fall is a super example of that. Like, you have to come at the right time, and if you don't, you miss it. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I super appreciate it. And until next time, happy trails, stay wild and blissful, and just keep on hopping. I'll see you in the next one.